Venezuela is home to the world's largest proven oil reserves. The new round of U.S. sanctions imposed on Monday is a punch to the country's lifeline. Last year, Venezuela sold more than 500,000 oil barrels to the United States each day. U.S. refiners are among the few that pay cash for Venezuela's oil. But the new sanctions against PDVSA, Venezuela's state oil company, mean that cash will likely dry up. The U.S. can continue to purchase Venezuelan oil, but the payments must be held in an account that cannot be accessed by Maduro's government.
PDVSA has long been a vehicle for embezzlement, for corruption, for Venezuelan officials and businessmen. Today's designation of PDVSA will help prevent further diversion of Venezuela's assets by Maduro and will preserve these assets for the people of Venezuela where they belong.
After the sanctions were announced, President Maduro accused the U.S. government of stealing Citgo, the PDVSA refinery in the U.S.
I have instructed the president of PDVSA and Citgo's owner to start legal and political actions in U.S. courts and around the world to defend our property and Citgo's wealth.
The U.S. says the sanctions have nothing to do with stealing wealth. They are about forcing Maduro from office in order to bring democracy back to Venezuela. The U.S. says it will lift the sanctions once Maduro's government hands control over to opposition leader Juan Guaidó, who would use them to help establish a new government.
With these new sanctions, Venezuela won't receive most of the money it used to obtain from selling oil barrels. Therefore, there's going to be a lack of dollars necessary to buy and import all goods here in Venezuela, leaving this country in a desperate situation.
Millions of people have been coping with hyperinflation and shortages of basic food and medicine since Maduro became president after the death of Hugo Chavez in 2013. Many hope that political change will bring economic relief.
Now you can see them going out onto the streets just to survive, and now you can notice that they are hopeful. People here before didn't have any hope.
Venezuela's opposition has called for a show of support, with tens of thousands of people planning to take to the streets this week to demand a stop to the economic freefall and a new beginning. Juan Carlos Lamas, CGTN Caracas.